legends have played on this field.
Otto Graham and Lou Groza down there in the valley.
A young quarterback today threw for 489 yards.
Season after season, lifelong friendships have endured.
I'm going to the last game, and he said, Chief, we better go together. We went to the first.
Football's most famous fan club was born here.
And I started barking at those guys. I just can't tell you how many games that Dawg Pound has helped us win.
Clevelanders remember.
He used to take me down to these games all the time and tell me, this is, your grandfather built this place.
And every day I go by it, I think to myself, my dad played there.
And coming up next on Channel 8.
If you volunteer to shovel the snow off the field, you got a free ticket to go. It was for the championship game.
The stadium stories you will never forget. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Tim Taylor. Today sadly marks the end of an era, not just for Cleveland football fans, but for fans across America. Because for all of us, the Browns and the NFL are synonymous, forever bound together by tradition and love. You can't take the Browns out of Cleveland any more than you can delete from our memories the heroics of Graham, Groza, Lavelli, and Motley, Jim Brown and Leroy Kelly, the heartbreaks of Red Right '88, the drive and the fumble. The Browns have been as much a part of the fabric of our lives here as Lake Erie, the Terminal Tower, and Chief Wahoo. Over the years, this stadium has brought a lot of people together, and since it's so much a part of our lives, tonight we want to share with you stadium stories.
Best friends Leonard Gibble and Dick Ziska have been fans of the Cleveland Browns ever since that first quarter. Not quarter as in 15 minutes of game time, but quarter as in 2 bits. The price of admission to that first home game 49 years ago.
Well, actually, we were 9 years old or 8 at the time, and what could be bigger than a boy's life than pro football? And I guess it was well publicized, and there was a coupon in the paper that it was, what was it, 50 cents but 25 cents off.
Was it a good game?
Remember the Browns killed them. The paper said, the article I saw here said 46-0. I thought it was worse than that. But
if you're a kid, you're rooting for your team, so you'd like it to be 100-0. You didn't know anything about mercy yet.
Through the decades that followed, a lot changed in their lives. Graduation, marriage, kids, but not their love of the Browns and their memories. Like that big snowstorm.
if you volunteer to shovel the snow off the field, you got a free ticket to go. It was for the championship game. I don't remember what year that was.
And that time the Browns beat the Rams in the early 50s to win it all.
We just had no choice but to jump off the top of the bleachers to run on the field. And that was a big jump for a little kid. But we did it.
There are no plans to jump on the field today, only just to be here.
In fact, we were driving together, and I says, I'm going to the last game. And he said, Chief, we better go together. We went to the first.
49 years ago, Leonard and Dick spent a quarter, as in 25 cents, to watch it all begin. Now here they are, preparing to spend their last quarter, as in 15 minutes, watching it all come to an end.
He was off on one of the many...
In between that first and last Browns game,
it was just unbelievable to walk into Cleveland Stadium.
Stadium fans watched many talented athletes grow into legends.
Championship.
Looking back on Cleveland's football giants when Stadium Stories continues.
The Cleveland Stadium is a throwback to the past. The skies turn gray, you know, and there's that smell in the air of autumn. That's football to me. It's not playing indoors.
Dick Ambrose was a ferocious middle linebacker for the Browns.
I got to experience a lot of what a lot of other people would give their left arm for.
He played 10 years in Cleveland.
The red spot right, FX day 88.
And would have given his left arm for a completed pass on red right 88.
Right there, right in that corner, right there, that's the thing I remember the most.
Yeah. I could only remember Lyle Alzado's reaction when Brian went back to throw the ball. Lyle just said, I can't believe they're throwing the ball.
How does this feel?
He hasn't walked in the clubhouse tunnel in years.
Ah, boy, that feels good.
Do you guys have to wait in line to take a shower?
Yeah, sometimes. There's better facilities, obviously, and even this is an upgrade from what it used to be. I mean, I don't even think there were that many shower heads in there before. It used to be hardly any water pressure either.
Did Sam make any phenomenal speech here?
One of our team physicians, Dr. Greenbaum, actually died in the locker room before the game, and you know, everybody in the team knew it, and Sam had to obviously, you know, confront that in his pre-game talk, and whatever he said, which again is why I can't remember the specifics, it didn't work because we went out and lost that day.
This was just before it was all constructed. They found a body at second base.
Dead bodies weren't in the original stadium blueprints.
My dad, he ran this whole thing.
Bill Shermer was 12 years old when his father and uncle's construction company built Cleveland Stadium.
Baseball and football were planned for the stadium originally.
Bill Shermer Jr. is the third generation of the Shermer Construction Company.
24 bathrooms for each sex. 24 male, 24 female. Wasn't enough.
No lights.
There were no lights. Lights came as an afterthought. After the stadium was actually being constructed, that they come up with the idea of putting lights in.
This is part of your heritage, being a Shermer. I mean, this could be gone someday.
Someday I want to point to that and show my kids that your great-grandfather built that stadium.
Most every day I take the shoreway and I go by the stadium. And every day I go by it, I think to myself, my dad played there.
Craig Adams is the son of Chet Adams.
He got a chance to play pro football in his hometown.
A star defensive tackle, Chet Adams played for the Cleveland Rams, Green Bay Packers, and the original Browns.
More than 60,000 football fans crowded into Cleveland Stadium. They played the Miami Seahawks.
First game, Miami Seahawks. No one would know that.
Final score 44-0 for the Browns.
Chet Adams was born, raised, and is now buried in Cleveland. He won a lawsuit over the Rams, so he would not have to leave Cleveland for Los Angeles.
To me, and I think to my dad too, it's more than just a sports team. It's part of the community.
The straw that broke the camel's back possibly was the knowledge that the All-America Football Conference would be formed and there would be a Cleveland Browns team.
According to Don Smith, public relations for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, it was the Browns who drove the Rams out west.
The Cleveland Browns in the All-American Football Conference played 4 years, won 4 championships, won 52 games, lost 4, and tied 3.
Where do you think the stadium started to become a legacy?
Otto Graham, Marion Motley, Lou Groza, Donnie LaValle, Bill Willis, that group also established themselves as legend, and by the time they had stopped playing, the Browns were really one of the established teams in pro football.
There's a lot of memories in that Cleveland Stadium.
Marion Motley became a Hall of Fame running back on the grass of the stadium, invented the draw play on it with quarterback Otto Graham.
Well, Otto got caught and didn't have nowhere to throw it. And I was standing there one day, and boy, he gave me that ball, and I took off. That dog pond out there, it wasn't a dog pond then, but I used to look up there and them guys be fighting. I said, oh, what the heck are they doing? The guys get to fighting up there, and I mean the whole stand be fighting.
Did you ever think the Browns would leave this town?
No way I would have ever thought that the Browns would leave here.
What one piece in this stadium would you like to keep?
My dad's old season ticket seats right up there. He used to take me down to these games all the time and tell me, this is, you know, your grandfather built this place.
One of the things we would probably try to add would be a typical seat.
The memory of him taking me to my first Browns game. I mean, I'll never forget that. I have no idea who they played. I have no idea who won. But I was 7 or 8 years old.
For a few short hours, you know, on a Sunday afternoon, all the attention of 80,000 people is focused on this field, and you know, it does something. You know, there's some psychic energy or something that occurs because you can feel it out there, and you know, when the game's over and the people are gone, it disappears. It's gone like a wisp of smoke.
Man, don't worry about it. It'll be another team in here the day after. Because this is a town of football. They love football here.
When exactly did the barking begin here in these bleacher seats? Up next on Stadium Stories, how the Dawg Pound was born. We'll be right back.
A final salute. A bittersweet farewell to a place affectionately called the Dawg Pound.
The unique bond between players and fans here is legendary. But to understand the Pound, who sits here and why they do what they do, you have to understand its beginnings.
The year was 1984. A brash young cornerback, number 29, Hanford Dixon, came up with the idea.
We had a good defense, but not a great defense. And we didn't have that great defensive line. And the thing originally was supposed to be for the defensive line. And we tried to get those guys going something. I tried to motivate them. And I was thinking about, because, you know, how a dog chased a cat. And I said, let's call the defensive line the dog and the quarterback the cat. And I started barking at those guys.
The players started barking, and so did the fans. In fact, some even began dressing like dogs, especially in the section known as the bleachers.
Bad to the bone.
Well, it reminded me of like when we play in Denver. Denver have certain sections that are so close to the field, and that really irritated me. And the Dawg Pound is just so close to the opposing team, and what better place than right there in those bleachers than to be the Dawg Pound.
What followed was a sports love affair unlike our city has ever seen. A mutual admiration society between a group of zany fans and a collection of zealous on-field warriors. It was a perfect combination.
Well, just imagine coming into here, you got 80,000 plus fans just screaming at you. And here you are, just imagine that you're a quarterback on an opposing team and you're having to face this Dawg Pound, and you got these guys, and you know, you never know. Now, you may have some of them throwing snowballs or something at you.
Or dog biscuits.
Dog biscuits at you, and they're screaming and they're hollering at you, and the receivers can't hear you, your running backs can't hear you. Just imagine how unfortunate that would be for you.
When you look out there now and you think about, you know, all the good times, what are some of the things that kind of go through your mind?
Well, I tell you what, just, you know, the memory is when I make a big play, just going over there, just looking at that pound, I used to point at like one particular guy. There was one guy, he had this dog mask on and he had this big bone. He always wore the number 29.
This is the things I usually wear at the game. My number 29 jersey.
Vince Irwin is known as D-Dog.
The dog bone. This is a genuine rawhide dog bone. This is my dog mask, which is actually the second one I have.
He's been sitting in the pound, well, since the very beginning.
What does it mean to be a member of the Dawg Pound? Why do you do it?
I do it because, you know, when I first started, I work in a factory, and a lot of us are blue-collar workers. And the guys in front, you know, we're all in our section, Section 61, we're all, you know, we're just like an intense crew of guys that we're just really got into being cheerleaders, more or less. We know we don't have cheerleaders. We don't need cheerleaders because we have the Dawg Pound and we have the whole stadium now.
Just the crazy bunch of guys.
For 11 years, the barks were loud and the bites were mighty. The Dawg Pound was Cleveland's pride and an opponent's nightmare. But now the cheers are silent.
It hurts. You know, we've been punched in the gut now. I think I'm going to retire my stuff. You know, it sort of pains me to think that, but I think I'm going to retire it. Of course, I'm going to miss football.
And so will this once proud gridiron icon. Like all of us, the godfather of the Dawg Pound must now rely on memories. The faint sounds of glory days, gone, but not forgotten.
It's just a sad, sad day.
Brittany?
Yeah, Brittany Coy would be
I feel like a celebrity.
Yeah, hey, you are.
For Channel 8's Dick Goddard, the day doesn't start sad. After all, the sun is shining, and when you're a meteorologist, that's always good news.
Thanks for coming.
For 25 years, he's been a season ticket holder with the Browns.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
And not once in all those years has he ever sat in his own seats. You see, when the team hits the field, Goddard hits the roof. And from a box atop the stadium, he stops watching cold fronts and passing storms and turns his attention to front lines and passes, kicks, yards, blocks, and punts, and any other game stat you can think of. Dick Goddard is the statistician.
Frank Lever came to our station in the mid-'60s to do the football games of the Browns when local stations did the games, and Frank soon found out that I was a football nut and said, hey, would you like to do stats for the Browns? And I said, let me think about it. And I did for 2 seconds, and I said, oh, great.
Well, chances are, if you've listened to the play-by-play on radio, you've heard the end product of Dick's work.
Loss of 7 on the play, so it'll be 6. He's always glib, he's always funny, and that's why Northeast Ohio loves Dick Goddard, because the way he is on the air is the way he is off.
Is he a good statistician?
Yes, he's very good. He is rarely wrong.
Once again, at Cleveland, Hopkins Airport, it was cloudy and 32 degrees.
But even off the air, he doesn't completely forget the weather. Prior to kickoff, he delivers the game forecast to other broadcast media.
Here's the rumor.
No need for an extended prediction here. It's the last game. The game goes by in a blur of stats that have gone on to be great memories of players who made some stats of their own, like the first time he saw player Jim Brown.
Brown took off. I don't think any of the Pittsburgh Steelers touched him, and I remember the two defensive backs sort of looking at each other saying, what was that? And that was Jim Brown.
Dick says there's no reason to be sad about today. The man who's made a career out of going out on a limb makes another forecast.
I know a lot of the football owners are greedy and stupid, but I can't believe they're so stupid they wouldn't have a team in Cleveland. So it's just a matter of when and where.
Do you think you'll continue doing stats if there's another team?
Oh, if they ask me, that'd be nice. Maybe I'll do the broadcast. I'll audition with these.
You'd like to do that?
I always thought growing up that'd be great to be able to broadcast sports. But this is as close as I'll ever get.
Don't be so sure. Late in the third quarter, Dick Goddard got his wish.
Folks, okay, the Bengals on their own 21. Jeff Blake, the East Carolina Pirate, under center. And we've got a couple split outs, and Blake drops back. He's Harris, but he gets the ball off. A nice gain over there. It is
which only goes to show you, even at the last, there can be firsts.
And it looks like we have a gain there of about, what would you say, Casey, about 5 yards.
As the doors close on the Browns locker room for what could be the last time, our next stadium story takes you deep inside this facility as the football players say their goodbyes. We'll be right back.
For Browns punter Tom Tupa, today was a family affair. The native of Brecksville asked his big brother Mark to record a keepsake. Now all your kids are going to get an opportunity to at least see what Uncle Tom did because you're taking video of this game?
He's got a lot of memories here before even playing for the Browns. You know, twice he came down here, competed, you know, in punt, pass, and kick. I can remember he was a little kid, always signing cards there like that. Tommy Tupa, NFL, then Cleveland Browns in parentheses. So I know it's going to be tough on him having to pick up and move.
Look at the faces, laughing at the 26-10 lead. 1 minute encouraging the fans to give it their all. The next minute, realizing the end was near. Look closely at the great Jim Brown. You can see the tear that couldn't be held back.
And I was the first one in here because I didn't know what was going to happen out there. So it was great, though. And one thing I do want to tell the fan is we just like the kids in the divorce. We don't have anything to do with this. We just have to do what our boss man tells us to do.
Steve, thanks for being a Cleveland Brown, all right? Thank you, man.
Tell me why you're coming to the Dawg Pound.
Great fans, man. Great fans. Love all of them. One of the few people we're going to miss.
Tell me how heartfelt this is for you.
Oh,
Oh, it's deep. I've only been here 3 years, and it's tough.
Yeah, we love you.
In the locker room, it was difficult trying to get to your clothes.
We tell the fans, you know, to get some positive out of this by getting a win.
Equipment manager Ed Carroll never saw so many media people.
And this is the most people we've ever had in here, even after playoff games. I've never seen this many, you know, reporters, media people, ever.
I felt our fans were great today, in particular. They've been great all season. I just wanted to show my support for them.
JB!
How long have you been waiting for
Legacy, all year. Well, actually 2 years. I thought about it last year. I asked him last year about it.
Sorry.
Watch yourself, coming through.
Hey, Jay.
Happily for us, we Clevelanders are a mirror image of many of our glorious Browns teams of days gone by. It is that same dogged determination of you, the fans, that has turned the heads of the NFL, Congress, and the entire country, so that the last chapter in this sad story has yet to be written. In fact, we may have new stadium stories to tell, starring the new Cleveland Browns. Stay tuned.